Hello YouTube, this is Bash, bringing you here for Week 2 Team Builder, and we are up against Rudiger, 67, and the Cleveland Cavaliers. His team consists of Mega Mawile, Thunderous, Incarnate, Hydreigon, Uxie, Salazzle, Gourgeist, Cragno, Rotom Wash, Mamoswine, Buzzwole, and Licky Licky, with Z captains being offensive being Hydreigon and Mamoswine, and overall Z user being Uxie. My teams consist of Megalopony, Dragonite, Necrozma, Empoleon, Roserade, Savali, Zebstrika, Darmanitan, Hoopa Unbound, Comfey, and Swampert, with Z captains being Dragonite, Necrozma, and Hoopa Unbound, with overall Z captain being Hoopa Unbound. So looking through his team is kind of terrifying. Honestly, he has a lot of offensive pressure, and then some couple really fat things like Uxie, Gourgeist, Rotom Wash, and Licky Licky, and even Buzzwole to a percent is kind of fat too. While a lot of his offensive breakers like Mega Mawile, Thunderous, Hydreigon, Salazzle, I guess, sort of, depending on like what you would bring with that. Mamoswine and Buzzwole can be really offensive in breakers. So what is interesting to note though is that his Thunderous is not a Z user, and that makes my job a lot easier in checking that. I feel Thunderous Z, if he was a Nasty Paw or like an agility set with Thunderous with a Z move, I think I'd be absolutely terrified of that, and I think I'd put a lot more prep into dealing with Thunderous. But in the case that he is not Z move, I already have a way to deal with it with one Mon, so that's really good, honestly. And this one Mon could also check Hydreigon and stuff like that too, and Rotom. So I think his Z moves users, like, I agree with Uxie, but I would have liked this. I'm kind of happy that he does not have his Thunderous as a Z user, just for my prepping style at least. Looking through his team, Comfey is absolutely unbelievable against his team. If Salazzle wasn't there, and like Licky or Uxie are kind of like a little bit chipped down or toxic, Comfey just wins, I think, with a Combine up. Like, it really just wins. Mega Mawile needs a little chip though, of course, but yeah, Comfey just is really terrifying for him to deal with. So that's something he needs to know. Also to note is that his team does not like. His team has a very difficult time, I think, breaking Necrozma if it's a defensive set, which is with, I guess, like Hydreigon doesn't do, unless he's like a choice spec set, it doesn't do enough, I think, to beat Necrozma. And I would like to say also that Mamoswine is absolutely terrifying, I think. I'm expecting it to come to help with the Dragonite and stuff like that, and my switch-ins aren't that amazing to it, honestly. And then last, I do think either Buzzwole or Uxie are coming, just because of a way to switch into Megalopony, because if not, he does not have a switch into Megalopony, really. Everything pretty much gets like destroyed by return or / high jump kick, whatever. So let's go into the team I'm actually bringing this week. So as I said before, we are leading off with Comfey. The reason we are leading off with Comfey is because, in fact, it puts in a lot of work this game. It is my late game sweeper. Honestly, because this thing really could just wreck his entire team. Calm Mind, Draining Kiss, Giga Drain, and HP Ground. HP Ground is for the Salazzle, I guess, and especially the Mega Mawile is really what it's meant for. I guess if Salazzle comes, I'm not going to be able to beat it unless I make a prediction into HP Ground. But Comfey is absolutely unbelievable this match. He has a very difficult time being able to deal with this Comfey. Unless he brings like toxic, I guess. Like, as I said before, if Uxie or Licky Licky's toxic, or is chipped down, then Comfey could probably beat them. So that's something to note. Draining Kiss is for Draining Kiss at +1 after rocks takes out, I think, Thunderous. Hydreigon gets destroyed by Uxie. I said I have to wear down. Salazzle, HP Ground. Gourgeist can be beat by Draining Kiss as well. Cragno as well. Mega Mawile, HP Ground. Rotom Wash, Giga Drain. Mamoswine, Giga Drain. Buzzwole, Draining Kiss, and Licky Licky needs to be worn down. So this thing is absolutely unbelievable. I'm really hoping that I really hope that I get to pull off a sweep with this, because that would be absolutely amazing, because I would love to get a sweep with Comfey. But next we are going to have our breaker, our like setup breaker for this match. And that is Autonomize, Weakness Policy, Necrozma here with Photon Geyser, Heat Wave, and Signal Beam. So the point of this set is to wear down his team, to try to get like rid of some of this checks for Comfey, I guess, like Uxie and Licky Licky and Mega Mawile. If I could chip those down enough with this set, then Comfey is absolutely unbelievable. Comfey just wins at that point. So that's why I have these 3 coverage moves as well. Photon Geyser is for pretty much hitting everything. Uxie gets hit by the Signal Beam as well as Hydreigon, and Mega Mawile gets hit by Heat Wave. So those are the 3 moves I decided to go with. I think it's a decent bulky mon. It actually takes a knockoff pretty decently from Mega Mawile too. If he's Adamant Max Attack, it does like 60%, 50-60%, so that's really nice to note. Although I do have to note that I think knockoff into Sucker Punch takes this out, but that's something that depends on his set, obviously. So next we have Team Galactic, the Swampert with Stealth Rock, Scald, Protect, Roar, and this is my switch in to Mamoswine. I know Mamoswine is absolutely terrifying for my team, and this is why I need to have a mon dedicated to checking it, because Mamoswine I'm fully expecting to come to this match. And plus Stealth Rocks are really nice to get chip damage off for Comfey, and Necrozma to actually put in a lot more work. Roar is so I don't get set up on by like a Thundurus, or like maybe a Salazar, Mega Mawile, something like that, or Buzzwole. If something decides to set up on me, that could just roar it out. Protect is to actually just get more leftovers and scout for HB grasses and stuff like that. And Scald is stab and can burn things as well as be able to destroy Mamoswine. So that's what we have Swampert here for. Next we have Prometheus, which is a very physically defensive set for the help with Mega Mawile. This thing can help a lot with Mega Mawile, honestly. Parting Shot, Flamethrower, Toxic Flash Cannon. So the point of this set is to be able to switch into Mega Mawile pretty well. I think I get 4-shot by his moves. I'm expecting Thunder Punch, Mega Mawile to actually hit the Empoleon. So I'm expecting Knockoff, Thunder Punch, Play Rough / Iron Head, and maybe Sucker Punch or Swords Dance. One of the all those. So with this set, I'm able to just completely, pretty much wall Mega Mawile. And I can get Flamethrowers that does about half to Mega Mawile depending on his set. I could also Parting Shot out and allow get a free switch in. I could also Toxic the incoming Licky Licky, Uxie, Rotom Wash, any of those. So that's really nice for Savali. Honestly, Savali Steel I think is a really good bring this match. Then we have Mega Lopunny with Fake Out Return, Drain Punch, and Toxic. Pretty generic set. I have Toxic on here for the Uxie, which is a pretty, and Buzzwole that are pretty decent switch-ins to this. If Buzzwole is Fizz Def, I do expect it to have like a Rocky Helmet to be able to hit the Mega Lopunny back. And Uxie, getting that worn down with Toxic is really nice, honestly. So that's what we have here. And last but not least, we have Tempest here, the Zebstrika, making its debut with the Salt Vest, which is absolutely crazy because this is my check to Thundurus and sort of Hydreigon as well. I mean, Comfey could switch into Hydreigon very well too, but we have Full Switch, Thunderbolt, Low Kick, Overheat. So this thing is actually able, because Thundurus is not Z move, this thing is actually able to 1v1 it, or 1v1 it to enough to it gets wrecked by gets taken out by a Fake Out from Mega Lopunny, which is why I have Fake Out on Mega Lopunny. But this thing is a very good switch into Thundurus. It can switch into Rotom Wash as well. Overheat is, well, okay, so Volt Switch is for Momentum, Thunderbolt is for like Thundurus, as well as like, I guess Rotom Wash and stuff like that. Low Kick is for the Hydreigon, which is a possible, which is one of the mods I kind of want to check with this. It could also hit the Mamoswine really hard with Low Kick, so that's something also to know, as well as Licky Licky gets decently hit by Low Kick. And then Overheat, of course, is just to hit like the Gorgeist, Cragno, those kind of stuff, and it can hit Mammoth Swine and Buzzwole, and destroys Buzzwole as well. So that's our team for week 2. Hopefully we can pull out the W. I feel pretty confident about the team that we have this week. Very different kind of set, because it's very different, unique team, as we're bringing offensive to Crosmo and Comfey, and we are bringing defensive to Zebstrika, which is kind of, it might throw him off, but seeing that if he figures out these sets during the match, which I'm kind of hoping he does, because if he gets thrown off by these sets, he might not expect it, and maybe I'll live a hit compared to what, or he might try to set up early with Thunderous, expecting to be able to beat this Zebstrika, but no, I'm actually Assault Vest, and I'm able to take a lot of hits from Thunderous, so that's something good to note. Hopefully this works out, so definitely check out the video. The match will be going up tomorrow, and hopefully we pull out the dub. Thank you.